Chaz for oldfashionedhealth.com, and today I got a special treat for you guys, especially those of you who have a sweet tooth. Today I'm going to cook a sweet potato, oatmeal, cranberry, and dark chocolate chip cookie. I'm putting all that into a cookie. We all know the health benefits of a sweet potato and oatmeal and dark chocolate as well. So I want to kind of cook this because a lot of people have issues when they're trying to find snacks to snack on that's kind of healthier. So this is a little bit of another option to have as opposed to having chips or pretzels or something like that. Try this out. It's going to be sweet potato, oatmeal, cranberry, and dark chocolate chip cookies. Got the ingredients. Let's get started with this, alright? So the ingredients you're going to use, pretty simple. You're going to use oatmeal. You're going to have a little bit of wheat flour. It's going to be a little brown. You're going to have brown sugar, baking soda, vegetable oil, 2 eggs, cinnamon, a little vanilla extract, salt, and of course you're going to have a yam. Now the yam, the recipe calls for a soft yam, so what I did was I boiled it on the stove for about 30 minutes until I had a fork and go right through the yam. So we want to skin it first and then boil the yam so it's soft. And so that's the part of the recipe, 1 yam, because you're going to have a mashed potato cup worth of the yam pretty much. And then you're going to have the best part of the cookie, which is going to be the cranberries and the dark chocolate. Also get yourself a little bit of parchment paper. You can find this in the aluminum foil aisle at the grocery store. And that is the ingredients. Now we're going to get mixing. Alright, so first I'm going to get a 1.5 cups of my wheat flour. Put that in there. So I'm pretty much getting all the dry ingredients first, measuring them out. That almost to the half. Boom, so there's my 1.5 cups of wheat flour. Put that in a separate container. You want to have 2 bowls you're going to work with. Right there. Then you're going to need a measuring for a teaspoon. You're going to have a teaspoon of cinnamon. Put that in there as well. You're going to have a teaspoon of baking soda. Then you're going to have a half of, sorry if I said teaspoon, it's all teaspoons, not tablespoons, just so you know, these are teaspoons. So then you're going to have a half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm not going to fill this one all the way up because this is a 1 teaspoon measure. Half a teaspoon of salt. Drop that in there as well. Boom. So once you have all these, the wheat flour, the cinnamon, the baking soda, and salt, once you have those in one measured out, put them in one bowl and set these aside. We're going to use that later. Now we're going to go on and mix the other ingredients. Alright, so now what I did, I took my yam, my sweet potato, and what I did was I put it in this measuring cup. You want to measure out about 3/4 of a cup of the mashed potato. So I just put it in here, kind of mashing it up a little bit. I'm trying to see exactly where it is. It's a little more than I need. Put that on there. I want to get about 3/4 of it. Boom, so that's right there. So in the second bowl that you're going to have, you're going to put your 3/4 cup of sweet potatoes. Then what we got next? We got a cup of vegetable oil and a cup of brown sugar. So vegetable oil and wrong side. There's my cup of vegetable oil. Alright, now we're going to move to the brown sugar. Also going to have a cup of brown sugar. Light brown sugar. Alright. Make sure you get a cup in there and mash it down a little bit so it's actually going to be a cup and not a little bit less. So a little bit more in there. You got to be careful. I mean, baking is not easy, so got to be real anal about your ingredients and make sure you get it right. So there's my cup of brown sugar. Get it all in there. Alright. Next ingredient, you're going to have 2 cups of the quick oats. Then comes the oatmeal. 2 cups in there. There you go, 2 cups of oats, mix that in there as well. Then we're also going to add 2 eggs. One, two. Once you have all that mixed up, start mixing. Start mixing it up. So now I want to mix this until it's pretty much smooth. See the consistency of that right there? Alright, so now we have a smooth consistency with that. So now I'm going to add the other ingredients that we set aside earlier. Start mixing that in there, and the more you add in there, the tougher it's going to be to mix. See that powder flying all up? This is where you got to put some elbow grease into it. There you go. So now while I'm mixing this up as well, I've already measured out a cup of cranberry and a cup of dark chocolate, and that's going to go right on in there. Now the fun begins. You got to mix all this up. See the consistency right there? Not too smooth, not too hard, but it's enough to move around. Alright, so now we're at the part where I'm going to start putting the batter onto the parchment paper. We've already preheated our oven to 375 degrees. And now we're going to start. Now you can put them at any size you want. As I said, this recipe is supposed to make 36 cookies. I tend to make mine a little bit bigger. Go. So I'll probably have 2 batches of these cookies. So here we go, we got our first tray. I put about 15 on here. I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 15 cookies on here. I'm gonna have 2 trays, so about 30 cookies I'm gonna have. What I did was I took a spoon, I scooped it up in here and I thumbed them off as I went along pretty much. And the consistency is nice. Real nice fluid, and the cranberries, everything smells magnificent right now. Hopefully the oven thinks as well too, that it smells good. So at this point I'm going to put it in the oven. It's going to stay in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Just like with any cookie you're baking, make sure the edges are a little bit browning. That's an indication that they're pretty much done. So I'm going to put it in there, take it out, and hopefully it'll taste good. So we'll see. Alright, see. You ready for the big moment? This is the big moment. Have all my hard work paid off. Alright, it's been about 10 to 11 minutes. So now I'm going to take it out. It smells phenomenal, looks good. Oh man, take this one out. Look at that. So when I take it out, what I want to do is I want to let it cool for about a minute. After I let it cool, I'm going to transfer it to a cooling rack pretty much. But I want to let it cool down, sit for about a minute. Oh, they look good. Look good. Alright, so we're here, we finished the cookies. The cookies came out amazing, so soft. This is really good. I mean, these are awesome. Please give this a try. Again, these are sweet potato, oatmeal, cranberry, and dark chocolate chip cookies. Awesome, please give this a try as a snack alternative, so you don't have to have chips or chips and dip or pretzels or what have you, or popcorn. Give this a try, they're really awesome. Again, check out all our other videos at oldfashionedhealth.com. Click on your trainer's videos, check out all the valuable information we have there as well. We have the book of the month. Again, we're about fitness, nutrition, and mental health as always. Again, stay positive, stay motivated. Until next time, Jazz out.